Hey guys, this is Arkel here, and more dolly videos, yay! I will warn you guys ahead of time that this video isn't really super important. I just kind of wanted to make an update video. Basically, I just have some stuff to talk about dolly-wise, and just some stuff that's been happening or going through my mind, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video about it. So it probably will get a little long, and it's not like super duper important, but if you want to listen, then by all means, thank you very much for taking your time out of your day to listen to me ramble about dolls. But anyway, so first of all, here in the video I have Faustus and Euclid, yay! I have them together in the video finally. Don't worry, they're not really technically touching, so they're all good. But anyway, yeah, I want to go ahead and put them together so you guys could see them. They are so super cute. I love putting them together. Just so super adorable. I still haven't made Euclid's unicorn horn yet, and that's kind of one of the updates that I wanted to go ahead and mention. That's kind of like the last sort of piece that I have, I guess, kind of, for Euclid to make them more complete, I guess you could say. But I've been having a little bit of trouble with it. Not like making it or anything like that, because that's something that's easy to do, but I mentioned this on my Flickr, so if you guys keep an eye on my Flickr, then you've already heard this before. But Faustus, his sculpt is made to be a unicorn, so the horn that he has was designed for that particular doll. It wasn't one that I actually made for him, and he's my oldest doll now, so when I originally got him, I really didn't do a lot of like modding or making things myself, and his character was always meant to be a unicorn horned character, but the horn that is default for the sculpt was always a bit too long for his character, which really shouldn't, like, it shouldn't seem like a big deal, but for my characters, like, their horns have to be really accurate to their story. It's just something that's important to their character, and it tells a lot about them. But again, since I wasn't really like, since I didn't really know how to like make things myself or mod things or whatever, it just sort of kind of like dealt with his horn being longer than it should be. But now that I have Euclid here, Euclid's horn is is a bit longer than Faustus's, and it's also thinner. So for them to be proportionately the same they would be like in the canon story, I'd have to make Euclid's unicorn horn like really long for their doll character, and that would just be really annoying to like have to deal with, since I'll probably end up knocking it off all the time, or, you know, potentially breaking it because because it sticks out. And also, since it's a bit thinner than Faustus's as well, I can't really use like a giant magnet to hold it either, so I don't know. I'm thinking that I possibly might try to sculpt a new horn for Faustus, and just sort of sculpt it so that it will fit in the little horn crater that his head has already. But I don't know, I have to decide what I want to do, if I just want to go ahead and just deal with it and scale Euclid's horn to Faustus's current one, or if I want to make all my unicorn characters new horns that are actually much more proportionate to what they should be. So that's why I haven't done that yet. I'm still debating on what I want to do, but we shall see. It is kind of bothering me. As much as I love seeing these two together, it kind of bothers me that Euclid doesn't have their unicorn horn, so I gotta decide something soon, so it'll drive me nuts. But anyway, that's just a little update on that. I also just have some rambly, like I said, just update talking about doll things that I wanted to go ahead and mention. And I'm sure most of you guys who are in the loop of le doll hobby, you guys know that Fairyland is doing an event right now, and they actually have a tan skin event again. And let me just tell you, I am so so sad. I'm like distraught, I swear. I didn't think that Fairyland would do a tan skin event for quite a while. I didn't even know if they would do one again at all. I wasn't really too sure on that. I'm sure they would in the future, but I didn't think it'd be so soon. For those of you guys who watched one of my previous videos where I was talking about kind of like the future of my collection and what I want it to ideally be, which characters I want to shell as dolls and that sort of thing, I mentioned that there was 2 female minifees in tan that I wanted in the future to be characters of mine. And of course now Fairyland decides to do a tan event and I'm like completely broke. Like, no joke, no dolly funds whatsoever. So I am like really, really bummed. Originally I was thinking for one of my characters, which is still true, I want to get a tan minifee Chloe, preferably a sleeping head that I can mod the eyes open just ever so slightly. And then the other character that I mentioned, I was thinking about getting a minifee Miu in tan, but Fairyland actually recently just released, with their event, the minifee version of Mio, which is one of their Pookie Fee / Little Fee size dolls, which they released in minifee size. And I actually think that particular sculpt is probably a lot better suited to that character than Mio is. So I'm like super tremendously doubly sad because I think that minifee Mio would be really, really perfect for that character looking at it now. The eye shape especially is really, really perfect for that character. So yeah, I'm really, really, I'm very, very sad that I cannot get in on that event because that would be just the best thing ever. I'd be so happy to get both of them, but unfortunately I cannot. So I'm hoping that in the future they'll have other tan events and that I'll actually have money for them. But it's okay because I'm still waiting on 2 other dolls, and it's gonna take a while to get one of them complete or even anywhere near it. So the idea of having 2 more, like, or at least 1 more to have to deal with and work on is a little overwhelming. So I am very, very sad that I can't get on the event and get those 2 characters, but realistically I should be working on my other dolls and working on them and finalizing them and all that kind of good stuff, so it's okay. But I'm still really, really sad. Ooh, I'm so sad. But anyway, speaking of the other 2 dolls I have on order, which is my Soom Saren and my Soom Apini, the hilarious named doll. Those 2, I will be making my 3rd layaway payment for my Soom Saren sometime soon, like the beginning of the month. And then for my Apini, I still have 2 more layaway payments for that, and the 2nd payment I will probably make for that in the middle of next month. So I still have a little bit of a ways to go to wait for them. And then of course, once I'm done paying for them, I still might have to wait quite a while, so. But some of Soom's dolls have actually been getting out pretty quickly, so that's exciting. I'm hoping once I do pay them off, I'll see them sometime soon. But yeah, I just thought I'd give an update on that, because, you know, why not? But anyway, I have a little list here and I'm like reading it, what I wrote down, but sometimes my writing is not exactly oh, okay. I write down things like really weird sometimes, like they're just like sporadic words and sometimes they don't make sense. But anyway, so a little while, not too long ago actually, a few videos ago, I had mentioned that I had parted with my Minifee Naneri 14 head, which I wanted to, ideally I wanted to be my character Hyacinth, which is the 3rd member of these 2, their trio actually. But I really did not like that head whatsoever next to them, so I ended up parting with it since I did not know what else to do with it. And ever since then I've just been really kind of just distraught and racking my brain over this particular character. It has been really, really difficult to find a doll that I like for that character, and that particular head I thought suited him like to a T, like perfectly, but you know, proportionately it just didn't end up working out. So I've been thinking about other alternatives for that character, and like I said, I have just been racking my brain over this. Like, it has just been so hard for me to find a sculpt that I like for his character. And not only that, because there's sculpts that I think will suit his character, but again, they're not proportionately accurate. They're not in the proper scale that would be okay for these two. And I've mentioned before that Hyacinth is more of a mature character. I know Faustus and Euclid, they look kind of immature in their styling. But Hyacinth is supposed to be considerably more mature in the face and body. I think, probably accurately, I guess, he looks more kind of like mid-20s, like, or younger 20s, I guess, if you want to put it into like realistic terms. Whereas Faustus and Euclid look like they're in their late teens, facial-wise. But Hyacinth has a much more mature body, but still has a kind of youthful face, but just more mature, if that makes sense. And finding like MSD scale dolls like that are boys that have like a mature face and body is kind of difficult, I think. At least for me anyway. Like, I'm sure other people have mentioned that as well, but it seems a bit difficult. And it's not like and it's not like he's like a big like muscle man either, and that seems to be like the other extreme that you can find, is like big realistic beefy muscle guys, and I'm like, that's not quite it. It's close, but not quite. So anyway, I've just been having a really difficult time finding alternatives for his character, and I literally have like looked at like every company ever. I swear it's crazy how much I've been like hunting this, but I still haven't really found the right sculpt, I don't think, for him. But lately these days I'm kind of thinking that it's just as funny because I never thought I'd ever have a doll like this, but these days I'm kind of thinking that maybe one of Ippelhaus's boys might work for him. There's one in particular that I've really, really liked and wanted for a really long time, and that's Daniel. I really like his face. I've always liked his face for the longest time. And I kind of think, I haven't decided anything, like I said, I'm just rambling about possible ideas, but I kind of think that that particular sculpt might work for him. The way they've styled him on like the company photos, like he kind of has like angry eyebrows. And Hyacinth definitely doesn't have like a very stern face. But especially like where the nose and the eyes are concerned, I can definitely see him in that particular sculpt. And there's not too many owner photos of him, so that's what also makes it difficult. But I have seen a few where they've given him a much more softer look, and I really think that that kind of look really reminds me a lot of Hyacinth. So I don't know. I still have to think a lot about it again, because, you know, I'm not a big fan of Ippelhaus's bodies, again, like I say, because they're kind of more on the side of like super muscly beefy cake, and while Hyacinth is definitely more well built than Faustus or any of my other male dolls, he's definitely not like a superhero, like super muscle man, so I don't know, we'll have to see. And Ippelhaus doesn't sell their heads separately either, so I'm like, boo. But I don't know, I haven't decided anything yet, but I'm just sort of toying around with the idea at this point, because I'm grasping for straws here. But yes, anyway, so someday I have to work on him. I swear, he causes me nothing but trouble. Anyway, So the other tiny little updates that I have, I guess, is that I'm thinking about redoing the face-ups for my dolls Rem and River. I redid River's face not too long ago, and I definitely like it a lot more than his previous face-up, but I still think that it could be improved, I think. It's definitely going towards the right direction, but I kind of feel like I'm having the same occurrence that I had with Faustus for the longest time, where like every face-up that I do, I think I'm getting closer, but I don't feel like I've actually like hit the mark yet. I really like Faustus's current face-up right now. I really think that that is perfect for him for a while until I feel I can do better. But River is still in that stage where like I think it's definitely getting closer, but I don't think it's perfect yet. I want to work on him more. I feel like even though I've had him for quite a while, I still feel like he could use improvement and furthering for his character. In doll form anyway. So, and also Rem, I never have redone his face up whatsoever since I did it the first time, and I really do like his face up a lot, but there's just a few things that I'd like to change, and I think that my skills have improved since I did it. So I think I just I like his face up, but it feels like it's inferior to my current skill level, if that makes sense. I don't know. So I want to redo it just for the sake of being a little bit more professional, I guess, if that makes sense. But I do like his face up though, so I'm still up in the air with that one, but I feel like it's time for a revamp. I also feel like that he needs more work as a doll as well. Because if you guys don't know, my character Rem is one of my favorite characters ever that I've ever made. His character is really, really close to my heart and is a character that I really, really strongly relate with, which most of my characters are quite distant from me. But Rem is that character that I really feel, I guess, the closest bond to. So I feel like he definitely needs more attention and more work and effort put into him in doll form, if that makes sense. I love the way that he is now, and I think he's great, and I don't want to change him, like his doll or anything like that. I think the sculpt is perfect for him, and I like his wig and his clothes and all that kind of stuff, but I just feel like I need to spend more time with him and just get him that much better. So, yeah. I will definitely show you once I have worked on that, though. And also, this video is getting so long, but also one of the next videos that I want to make is a, like, doll family overview. I haven't done one of those for a very, very long time, and I said that I would do one a while back, but I wanted to wait until I had a face-up for my Unoa, and then Euclid arrived shortly after that as well, so I wanted to wait until I had a face-up for them too. So now that all of my dolls that I currently have face-ups, I think I might as well go ahead and do that family overview video sometime soon, so you guys can see all of my dolls together that I currently have right now. I'm still waiting on 2, like I said, but the ones that I currently have. Oh, and also, last update, this is the last thing, I swear. For those of you guys who have been asking or wondering about the little flower crowns that I make, I know some of you guys have asked on Flickr if I would sell them possibly in the future, and I definitely want to. I want to open a little Etsy shop for them. But I mentioned that since they're kind of a little bit delicate, shipping them was kind of an issue. I wanted to find out a solution where they wouldn't be possibly damaged in the post. And I think I have found a proper solution to ship them, so I'm really, really excited about that. I just have to sort of get the rest of the stuff that I need and work a little bit more on my actual Etsy shop. But after that, then I think everything will be all good to go, so if you are interested in getting one of those, I would be greatly, greatly appreciative. But yeah, so I just want to go ahead and give a little update on that as well, since I know a few of you guys have mentioned that you might want one, so yeah. Anyway, I love making them so much, so yeah, I really want to make a little Etsy shop for them, and if you guys want one, then again, I will greatly appreciate. But anyway, this video has gone on far too long. Oh my gosh, 20 minutes of nonsense. But thank you guys so much for watching if you did, and hopefully you don't mind listening to me ramble about stuff that is pretty insignificant in the long run. But anyway, just some sort of updates. Just what I'm thinking about my dolls and stuff, so yeah. But these two are adorable. Love them, love them. I will see you guys later.